Cody, I think if Matt had met you when he was with Kill Hannah, perhaps we wouldn't be here today. So can you talk about what you do with Soundrink and talk about VIP packages, how that differentiates from just say bundling, and yeah, and what you guys do, and then how brand and personality and persona really make VIP packages successful in the same sort of way for you?
Yeah, definitely. So we're a VIP ticketing company or a VIP experience company, and I think our biggest thing is putting together unique experiences for the fan from the touring artist. So for us, we put together experiential, ticket bundles along with whether it's meeting the band, having pizza party with the band. We've done lots of different things, and the big thing we try to sticks out is trying to do something different. A huge tour that we did one year, we based the entire tour around a food concept, and so we spent hours and hours reaching out to local food places and getting free food for all of the patrons and putting together like this just experiential thing that was a long lasting memory for all of the artist's fans. And I mean, it ended up being just hugely successful. It was kind of crazy and just a big undertaking, but the worthwhile fact of it is we still have people that talk about that one experience. And so for us, I think as it's leaving a lasting impact for an artist and their fans when they go out and do these VIPs. And so it creates another avenue where they're able to connect with their fans and really have is really targeted towards the I would say the super fan, the 10% that makes up 90% of your revenue, and that's who it's targeted to, so they can have a deeper connection with those people in person, or now with everything going on, whether it's, doing online, some type of online chat or video. So for us, I really think I agree, like the branding of an artist and just their persona, just them as a whole is a huge part of it. The big one I can think of is Ice Nine Kills, is their persona and just what they, their whole everything with the horror and everything we've done with VIPs, with, down to it with masks and just everything. We try to gear everything towards what they are about and about like how they are viewed by their fans. And we kind of capture that within the VIPs. We've done that with a lot of different artists and kind of trying to, I guess, brand the VIP around the brand of the artist and what they're bringing to the table. So we do a lot of that, and one of the big things we're doing now is the live streaming and bringing fans and doing a lot of Q&As for free, doing live streams with artists that are doing Q&As and kind of branding that as something different and something that fans don't have to pay for. And kind of trying to still offer some sort of that experience that fans are currently missing with the band not on the road and not being able to provide, the 30-minute to an hour Q&A session for the fan while they're on the road.
Awesome. Thank you. Wax, you had alluded to YouTube and your success with YouTube earlier, and Cody he's got me going another direction. I wanted to ask you two things at once, if I can, about YouTube. The first thing is building on what Cody's talking about on building super fans out of, sort of casual fans, just the people who, stay off of my Facebook, right, who just give you clicks and nothing else, versus those who really, really love and will be, are the ones who will buy VIPs and packages and really support you financially. How does YouTube play a role in that, even indirectly? And then if you could also talk about YouTube as a direct revenue stream for you in your career.
Man, I don't know exactly what makes somebody from a fan to a super fan. I can tell you that a lot of people that are just fans that aren't going to go to your shows and buy stuff, they kind of get in on the hype. You know what I mean? So a lot of artists have hype for a little while, and people are like, yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah, I've heard of them. But, there's the long-lasting, the 10% that Cody was talking about are the people that watch all your stuff. How you come about that? I don't know. I don't have any formula for that. To like the conversion of the regular fan to the super fan. I don't know. there's anything in that besides just doing stuff they really like. From my experience, there'll be certain songs a song will take somebody from a fan to a super fan. Somebody will be like, damn, that sounded like it happened to me. Or people come up to me after the show and be like, I never met you, but I feel like I know you. You know what I mean? When people just, I think that's more, that aspect of it is more just the art itself, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, I don't know if there's a formula for that. And as far as YouTube being a revenue stream, it's a pretty decent revenue stream with the Google AdSense, and it's also obviously a good way to promote anything you're selling, to promote your tour. You can make promotional videos. I probably should have made more money on YouTube, but there's a certain amount of my content got censored, or some of the content I actually made I've made deals in the past where kind of like other people might own the rights to some of my songs, so I can't monetize them, et cetera, et cetera. But it's like last I checked, if you have a monetized video, it's somewhere in the like $1,200 per million views or something like that. But Spotify is like 4 times that per stream, and you don't even have to put a video up. So I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't want to pry, but like, do you take the revenue that you can earn from different streaming platforms into account when you're putting your stuff out, or trying to decide whether you're going to record a song or make a video? Is that sort of ever play into your mind as well?
I mean, to a certain extent, now they have DistroKid and TuneCore that kind of put them on everything for you. They put the audio on everything for you. And as a listener and music fan myself, I tend to use Spotify for everything. So I kind of look at Spotify as my main thing now, and I think that's just because I have a habit as a listener of listening to Spotify myself. And honestly, in the last few years, I've been slacking a little bit on making music videos, like well-made, high budget, not high budget, but medium budget music videos. But yeah, I honestly don't take it into that much of an account, but I just I hope that whatever, if I make an album or something, I hope that when I put it out, I'll make the money back eventually, whatever I spend making it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, Mike. This idea of the 90-10 rule, or 80-20, the Pareto concept in business, which is that 20% of your customers are going to make you 80% of your money. How applicable has the Superfan been to Ice Nine Kills' career and the financial streams, and how much do you guys take that into account when you're pursuing new potential revenue streams for the band?
Yeah, I mean, it's been huge, and you sort of alluded with a little bit of a joke in regards to Kill Hannah and presuming dying out as a band before the VIP explosion really happened. I mean, Cody has been a longtime partner for Ice Nine Kills and really has helped us cultivate experiences, as he said, that whether people were fans and turning into super fans, it's such a good question. And I can imagine it is really hard to answer, right? But I think some of those types of things are what has taken fans into that super fandom. They might not have had to be a super fan to buy a VIP ticket, but once we gave them something really unique, both in terms of experience and, limited edition merchandise, that's helped, fuel that and continue to grow it. Right now, so many of our decisions are taking into account, who is willing to spend money with us, where have they spent it in other places, right? And then what can we mobilize them to do? And there might be super fans that, whatever, they don't live in places that we play, right? So like Crystal's done with Bad Wolves is then we can create something where there's a paywall that content sits behind. So we're not relying solely on the ability to be in the markets that the people live in, or in these times, of course, when no one can play. So yeah, it's a huge determinant into the things that we have done thus far and the things that we will continue to do.
Awesome. Crystal, with Bad Wolves, it's a relatively new band. I mean, 24 months old or so. Like, was launching your Patreon the first chance that you had as a manager to discover who these super fans for Bad Wolves are? And has there been sort of early in the career, as the things exploded so quickly, sort of a extra attention on either developing or recognizing who these super fans are?
Yeah, I would say I would have to agree with that, because they are a newer band. It was something we definitely took into consideration when we were thinking about starting the Patreon page. You know, we didn't know how many patrons were actually going to pay money to see additional content. Like, how many super fans did we have that actually wanted to see more than what was free content that was being pushed out on Instagram or on Twitter? So it was really interesting to see who the super fans are, and we just want to make sure that we're constantly super serving them. You know, so we just continue to push out unique content every single week. We created a schedule with the guys, and so each guy has something that he's putting up or doing for Patreon every single day, because this has now become their full-time job while they're in quarantine. So we just want to make sure we're super serving them since they're paying for it.
Yeah, awesome.